Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back into this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's a return from midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Spillman. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The corners are walked up tight. To the air on 1st down. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll run this play from the pistol. Trying play action. Looking deep down the right side. A full dive to haul that one in. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Wow, that is a sensational catch. And I tell you, you make catches like that deep down the field for your quarterback, he is going to go back to you again and again and again. That was a highlight play.
Throws to the tight end. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Touchdown, Auburn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Here we go, here we go.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race.
Breaks away on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be...
He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gentry. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He'll do it himself, and this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Wants to throw again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Bringing the heat. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback may change this route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He'll take another shot here. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffalo! He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
And they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's...
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it's good from 58 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 4 over Missouri. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the left. Off and running. Touchdown Bulls. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker is so important to this team.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Buffalo! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Biletnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Spillman. And the returner will be knocked down. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Auburn lines up quickly. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Shoots it to the left. Got him in the open. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lining up to convert third down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got the back over the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Spillman. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They're working that left side. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot and get it down to the 35. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Let's go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Bang. bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 10 over Missouri. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the...
Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Bulls. And the beatdown has ensued. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And he doesn't need it to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you...